Oh wait, let me share play real quick. Okay, so you have a total of 8 if you unlock the other 4. You can only play 4 at a time. So if you have a certain play style that you have, so like if you like going a little bit more aggressive, there's the red one. If you like to get a lot of gold, there's the orange deck. If you like to make gold into power points, then purple deck is you. No, no, no. We both get the starters for this card. So like every deck will have me and you are gonna start with the same cards, no matter what. It's just gonna be in different orders. Um, it just depends. Yeah, it just
Fuck this.
depends.
I gotta go to Recaro. He's explaining the fuck out of this.
Yeah, it just depends. It just depends like what you want to like work to. Like you won't know what you want to build until you see the card deck in the middle, like the tavern.
Yeah, I heard Sorcerer King is the one really strong.
But
I.
so okay, so like since there's only 4, we're
Mhm.
pretty much just unlocking these, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what order it is. It's gonna be the same because we don't have the other ones unlocked, or at least I don't. Oh shoot, I'll do that afterwards. So you have your game. You do have a timer that will start to switch if you take too long. But
Yeah.
whoever goes first usually gets, first dibs on the tavern. These are things that you can buy. The top
Mhm.
price is how much gold they're worth. The side numbers is the effect whenever you place the card. If you place the same card color, like this one, if I did a purple, that means
The
that it's
Raven.
combo 2. Yeah, that'll be combo 2. If I
Okay.
put 3 cards, it's combo 3 and I get that effect. Since I'm the beginner, I usually don't get that many good decks, but I'm just gonna risk it and decide to go that one deck. These are the little power points. You can only use them once per turn, and there's
Mhm.
a little dial. Whenever you use it, the dial turns to you in favor of you. Whenever they're
Right.
favored, it's maxed out, so like you can't use it again. Only certain ones, some unique ones, you can use them again. Like this one, you can only use it whenever it's not favored to you. So
Okay.
like here.
That makes sense.
So the trick is you always want to start off by using the most gold that you can. Like get rid of that gold and try to get the most out of it. Cause after you end your
Oh,
turn, you don't keep that gold. It refreshes every time. This right here is your power points. This is what gives you prestige or attacks your opponent if they have any monsters placed or agents,
oh
that's what they
okay.
call them.
Gotcha.
So like this one right here is an agent. This one right here is an agent. You can tell that they're agents because they have little health bars underneath them. These are the health bars.
Oh, okay.
Um, but other than that, you get to decide what type of build you want. But it just takes practice and strategy. Okay, so right now, let me see. So he's winning right now by 8 prestige.
Uh-huh.
7. You have 8 on my screen.
Yeah, but you got one.
Oh well.
Oh, okay. And you just played a combo because you played the two cards together, the same suit
Yep.
looking thing.
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly it. I personally like I could buy this card, but the thing is I don't like buying the cards because that will give my opponent the advantage to get a new fresh slot. Like it might be a really good card that comes out from this deck, and he can buy it
Okay.
during his turn. So personally, I just like to not do that at all and then move on. And what this power effect does, you pay 2 coins and you sacrifice one of the cards, and it becomes a writ coin. A writ coin is basically a coin that gives you 2 coins instead of one. So I
Okay.
don't like getting rid of this one, even though I'm not building towards this deck. I could probably use it for a combination. Like maybe I do happen to get another yellow and it has a combo effect, and I happen to get it the same hand. I can at least get that out of it. But
Oh, okay.
these cards, they have no association to anything, so I can
So you
get
just
rid of them
okay. You want to use
and
them for the rips. Okay.
yeah, and get the better upgrade for that card. um, so like right here, oh, it doesn't have a combo. So you see how you see how Don just used his power from
Yeah.
last turn. So this arrow right here is favoring him. Since it's favoring him, he can't use it anymore because it's maxed out. So
Right.
if I were to use it next turn, it goes back to the middle right here, meaning that it could either go this way again or it can go favor to me. So he can use it again. But personally, I don't like using it. That way he can't use that power because this one's really OP. Whenever you have a lot of
Okay.
gold, it transfers all that gold into power points. First person to get
Oh, okay.
to first person to get to 40 points wins. If he gets to 40 and I'm not at 40, but I happen to get 40 within my next turn, it goes to sudden death until whoever doesn't, beat the person in that turn.
Okay.
But shoot. Nah, why not? Okay. No problem. Yeah, so like you can tell what your opponent might be building towards. Like you can even click at their deck and see what cards they have. So he has a little bit more purple cards. So I could maybe sabotage it to where I think he might buy a card and then get rid of that card if I have the opportunity, or buy it before
Oh,
him.
fuck! You can see their cards. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
he can
cool.
see mine. He can see mine, but I can't see his hand. But I can still keep a track like possibility cards that he'll draw.
What he? Oh, okay.
So I'll be getting this card even though I'm not building towards it. When you play it, it gives you 5 power, which is still really good.
Yeah. Okay.
And then since this is on the field, it's going to stay on the field, and every time it's my turn, I can play the effect and still get 1 coin, but he could probably kill it next turn. So what I like to do is I like to sacrifice the cards at times, but if you
Hmm.
sacrifice the card, it doesn't go back to your cooldown pile. That's the thing that sucks. So right there, he has a purple card. If he had another one, he would have been able to draw another card and do the effect right there.
Okay.
Oh well, he would need two purples since it's a combo 3. So he just bought another card, which if he manages to like get them together, it works out. So you see, it's my turn, and I still have this card down here. Well,
Hmm.
I can play its effect, so I can just press on it and get that gold from its effect. So it's a bonus.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah,
that's how you use it. Okay.
yeah, yeah. If they have an effect and they're still on play, you can press them. Some of them don't have it, so you really want to like get rid of them ahead of time. If the way you can get rid of them is whenever you have power points, you click on that card and it subtracts the amount of power points you have into their health bar. Like so, like for this instance, this one's 3. Um, so I'm gonna buy this card because I'll get more towards it. And the thing is, I like to keep a small deck. I want to get rid of all the cards that are not gonna be giving me combos.
Mhm.
So like, because like if you have a smaller deck, but you have like more purple cards, you can do more combinations. And even
Because
though
it
you might
refreshes
have,
it quicker.
yeah, it refreshes. Even though they're in your little graveyard and then they go to your cooldown, if you need to
Uh-huh.
draw and you don't have anything to draw, all of those cards you had previously will reset and come back here.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you don't have any cards anymore and you lose the game. It just keeps on going and going and going and going. So right now,
And you
see, he
just keep
used,
sacrificing your cards then, huh?
yeah. So right now he used his Patron, so he gave up 4 coins in order to kill my character.
Okay.
Another way you can win is if all 4 patrons favor you. So like if all of them are pointing to my opponent, he wins the game, even if we haven't
Okay.
reached the 40. So you also got to keep an eye on that. They're not all the way up there.
Okay.
Um, so I just used the card. I'm gonna actually keep these the way they are. Then I'm actually gonna get rid of. Actually, let's do. No, you can. So if you have an agent card that's there, and you have one that says combo 2, whenever you place it, it'll count it because you still have that. Yeah, that's why you want to get rid of them fast. Oh yeah. All right, right, right. Yeah.
Do you just go for one suit or try to do two at a time?
What do you mean, like color? Like
Yeah, yeah. Like you go for a
it.
crow and then.
It depends. Like to build the crow deck or the. It just depends what you have. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
personally like if I see a card that is playing a lot, then I'll go for that specific deck. But sometimes I'll use some of the blue decks because some of the blue decks are like the double coins,
Yeah.
and you can do like a combination too where you can control what cards you want out. So right here, I'm gonna do a combo. So I use this card, which is an agent. Then I use this card right here, which adds me another card. Then we have two of these here. Then we kill this guy because we still had power points. So we got rid of it. So we had originally 7. His health bar was 3. We killed it.
Hmm.
Then I'm going to take this card because if I don't get it, next turn he can use it against me and kill my agent.
Okay.
Even though I don't get anything from it.
Right. Just
Then,
where he can't kill it.
yeah. And then during this turn, I'll get rid of these to upgrade them to 2 coins instead. Now
Okay.
I still have 2 coins over. I'm gonna end my turn. I can't buy this, but I rather not because I don't want to give him an advantage to the next card will be
Get
something
whatever
good.
card refreshes from it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So like right now, my aim is like building more towards the purple deck, but
Hmm.
if I happen to see like these red cards that give you so much power and just in one play, then I'll get them. The red card is known to be very aggressive. If you happen to get a combination, it's a lot of power points that you get, like in one instance. The blue cards are known for like removing things that are in the tabard and controlling what's in your main deck. Like what it'll do is it'll say, okay, take the first 3 cards in your deck and decide which ones you want to dump into your graveyard or to your little cooldown. So I'll
Hmm.
know for a fact that there's going to be at least one purple in my next draw or something like that.
Okay.
So like you see here, toss the next 2 cards in your play, and then choose from there. So he used the effect again, even though it's maxed out towards favor to him. It's still he can still use it. This one he can still use. This one you can still use, and I believe this one you can still use.
Okay.
This is the only one that you can't use if it's favor to you, because it's really OP.
And it
So
turns all your gold into.
yeah, so I can
Okay.
remove 1 card. I'm gonna remove this one. Okay, that works out. And then we're gonna take this one out. So by fault, I know what card's gonna come out. This one's gonna be probably the first one that comes out.
Hmm.
So I'm actually gonna buy one of these because even if I don't have a combo, I can at least know that I'm gonna draw a new card. Okay, and then I'll get rid of some of the blue cards because I don't want to have too many blue cards.
Okay.
So what I did here is I sacrificed a card and
Hmm.
gain equal prestige -1. So like the one that I got rid of was like 4, so it gave me 3 prestige, and on top of that, that blue card is no longer in my deck, so my deck is getting smaller to the point where I can do more combinations.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why this one's really OP. Like there'll be cards that have like cost of 10,
Hmm.
and you might not be building for that deck, but you'll buy that card, and then when it comes back around, you can use this and then sacrifice that card specifically and get 9 power points instead. That's why
Okay.
it's really OP.
That makes sense.
Okay. These cards are OP, by the way. If
What
you
are
if you
those?
So these allow you to do an additional patron per turn, so you can use these super effects twice.
Oh.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna make sure, because I have a combination here that lets me draw, but I want to know what I'm gonna draw first. So I'll use this card first, which allows me to decide what cards I want to take out. So I want to put this one out so I make sure that I don't pick it up. And so
Yeah.
I have a higher chance of getting this card and any of these other cards.
Gotcha.
So then we place this here. We get the combination which allows us to draw a card. Then this one allows us to draw another card. Then we have another combination. And since I know that I'm probably going to draw again, this one allows me to remove 4 cards. So I'm going to remove these 3 so I know that I'm going to get this one for sure next turn. So I place this card next, I draw a card. Then I place this card again, I can draw another card. Then we have this, this, then we have this. Then what we're going to do now is we can do the math. That's 20, that's 30. So I know by if I do this, this is going to be 30 points.
Yeah.
Now remember we have the crow here. This one
Hmm.
turns gold into power. We flip this around. That's 26 power points right there in one turn. Then we end our turn.
Holy fuck.
We straight to 40. Now he has to win. Now he has to win within that turn. If he doesn't make 41 or 40 within this turn, I win.
Holy fuck.
But he can still come back. If he plays his cards well and good
Yeah,
RNG
you
within
got.
the tavern, he has a chance.
Just play your
Wait,
cards
wait, wait.
right,
Before
Don. You
before
might
you
have a
start, Don.
chance.
Before you Don, you can use those teeth contracts. Like even if it was the crow was maxed out, if you use those things, it out overrides it, and you can use it even though the crow's favoring you. By the way, in the future, I'll explain afterwards. I'll explain afterwards.
There's somewhere that it tells you how to get all the upgrade cards.
Yeah, just go to the achievements. Go to High Isle, and then the second area will tell you how many cards you can get. Some cards you don't get by achievements. Some of them you just get by playing the game, like dueling people. And then within those coffers, it'll be like a little treasure map, but for a clue for an upgrade.
Well, I know. Well, there's 4 cards that can be upgraded in this deck, but it doesn't tell me how to get the upgrade.
Yeah, it's by chance. Like if you go, like whenever you battle somebody, um, a random coffer will drop, and sometimes it'll say that a card was upgraded, or you get like a
Oh,
physical treasure map to go upgrade that specific card.
because